What is up, y'all? It's your girl Melanie Method. Welcome back to Melanie Method Show. I gotta get better at putting that in there. It looks like kind of messy, and I kind of suck at it, but I'm getting better slowly but surely. I'm doing all this on my own. Eventually, I need to get better software too. I already know. I just don't be feeling like paying all that money and shit. They be wanting like a lot of money for software per month. Some of it is even like $300 something a month. So I'm kind of cool on that, y'all. All right, y'all. This video gonna be all about Miss Sunny Hostin. Karma, God don't like ugly and God don't like evil. All of those negative things that her, Whoopi, that one girl that pretends like that she's really liberal, but then she acts like that she's a Republican. I forget her name. She's on The View. And that other old lady that I keep wanting to call Sally Jesse Raphael. I be fucking her up all the time, y'all. Like I be swearing at Sally. For a long time, I thought that was Sally Jesse Raphael. I swear to y'all, I'm not even playing with y'all. I'm not even playing. But anyway, I'm praying I don't get gas because I told y'all I've been going through it with the trap gas thing since I've been in this hotel by myself. I can't wait to see my daughter tomorrow. God, I can't wait to see her because I know we will be back on the grind. And I know we gotta make that trip back to Pittsburgh, et cetera, et cetera. But we'll get to me later. Let's get to Sunny. How does Heifer, because I ain't going to use a real negative word, how she go on TV not thinking and accidentally snitched on her own husband? I'm gonna show y'all with Devory Darkins video. There's so many people streaming about it and posting videos about it. I'm late because I just been slacking. Because really, like I said, I'm not monetized. I don't get nothing to do this. I really need something to make this channel better. I'm the type of person that always likes to do everything on my own. Like I don't even know how to ask people for things. Eventually I probably will get like a Patreon and all of that and start trying to include links and stuff. One thing I will never do, I mean never, I'm seeing other people do it, is as like stop people that doesn't subscribe to me. Now they got it to where you can subscribe to people on her. You pay a monthly subscription to watch their videos. I would. That's ridiculous. That's first of all, my videos aren't even that good in my opinion, anyway. But like, secondly, even if they were, I'm not paying. I'm not paying that shit. My boy Skeeter Jean, he goes around, he catches pedophiles every day. He's recently did that, and I'm like, no, I'm not paying. I love Skeeter. I love him. I think he's sexy too. But it's terrible how I love light skin men since I'm skinnier. What did they do to my hormones when they did that bypass surgery? I wonder. But anyway, yeah, Skeeter charges $12.99 now to watch his videos, and I'm sorry, I'm not watching. I would have to go on X and see if he has it over there, because that's stupid. That's another subscription I'm not gonna want to pay. But anyway, let's get to the video that Devori posted about Sunny. She basically went on TV and told on her husband in this case that was built up against him and other doctors, I think within his practice or something. So hold on one second. Do I even have anything ready for you? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not prepared. Hold on. Yeah, that's because I restarted my computer. That's what it was. Okay, let me get it back up. I thought I had it back up. Mm, 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 mm. People are so corny. They're a robot. Everybody on The View is very corny. Okay. So I got it, y'all. We can watch it together. Okay. My internet sucks in this hotel, y'all.
Sonny Hostin's husband has been accused of federal insurance fraud in a new lawsuit. He is one of 200 defendants named in one of the biggest racketeering influence ever filed in New York. But wait, Sonny might have accidentally ratted on her own husband live on air before this.
In this video today, Sunny Hostin's husband has been hit with a lawsuit that alleges that he committed insurance fraud California wildfires is continuing to spread. A new one has broken out, and the mayor finally has something to say. Trump did file an emergency petition to the Supreme Court to get his sentencing hearing delayed. These stories and more in this video, but let's hear Newsmax's report about Sunny Hostin's husband.
Sunny Hostin's husband, Emmanuel Hostin, has been accused of federal insurance fraud in a new lawsuit. He is one of 200 defendants named in one of the biggest racketeering, influence, and corrupt organizations of the RICO cases ever filed in New York. But wait, Sunny might have accidentally ratted on her own husband live on air before this.
That's crazy.
We have a terrible healthcare system, and doctors suffer because of big corporations as well. Doctors that want to do good, like my husband, operates on someone even though they don't have insurance, and then has to sue health insurance companies to get paid for the work that he's been trained his whole life to do.
That was her take after Luigi Mangione got
To
locked
be
up.
really honest with you guys, and to be fair, and I'm going to stop sharing for a minute so I can come back and give you guys my take on that. I honestly feel that she's that ignorant, like everyone else is calling her, because so many different people have their own view on the matter. So I only really watched Devori and Vance, but there's other people that's basically just coming out right and calling her ignorant, because she is. She's ignorant and she's hood and she's trifling. And it's because she goes on TV. She doesn't think about what she's saying. She doesn't care what comes out of her mouth. She's filled with hate. Maybe because it looks like her husband's only like 5'1", and you know what that means. He's probably really whack in bed. I'm not trying to say skinny men. I mean, that's skinny. Shorter men are horrible in bed. I'm just saying he look like he ain't got nothing working for him. So that could be why she be coming on the view all cranky all the time too. I consider that too. I didn't know what her husband looked like until all this ordeal, because I don't care to look up who her family is. I don't like her. I don't like nobody that hates on Trump and then for no cause and just follows the bandwagon, wherever. I just don't like her. I didn't like her when I didn't know that everything's about her today, really, because I turned on Beat Bobby Flay, one of my favorite shows on Food Network, and she was one of the judges. I remember she kept being on Food Network. I just never paid attention to her because I don't give a damn. But yeah, I believe she probably don't even know that what she was saying was illegal. Because a doctor, if he agrees to do a procedure on a patient and they don't have insurance, he's just out of the money. He's out of the money. Maybe in the lobby. Hello?
Yeah, I have your food. You want to come out to the front door?
Yeah, are you in front of my door or are you in the lobby?
I can come in the lobby. I'm like parked right up on the lobby.
All right, I'll come out to the lobby. All right.
Thank you.
No, whatever. You're lazy. That's some lazy shit. Because he could have came to my door. He's the first bitch to act like he couldn't come all the way to my door. I hate drivers and food and shit. Well, I'm going to let y'all keep watching it while I'm gone. Because I already saw it. That shit just made me mad. Because now I got to put my socks on. I got to come out there like, bitch, like, what?
Said that on air.
All right. Action is this. I would call this karma. I think a lot of people would. And it's not just about that. It's just about the way that she lives her life and how she projects herself on TV. I think ultimately, if you keep sending out negative energy towards people, you're only going to get that back in so many different ways.
Why to do this to me?
It's wrong to criticize
to my door. Like, why?
Done. But Sunny Hostin, she takes it to a whole nother level. Okay, she is genuinely an evil individual on that show. So I'm not shocked by this announcement. I find it very entertaining, to be honest with you. And maybe that might be spiteful of me, but hey, it is what it is, right? I'm not perfect. But let's read from the Daily Mail, who actually broke this story out. They published the article, and of course, the attorneys did respond to that, and we'll get into that as well. Now, this article provides a couple of more details that I want to cover. First is this. The insurance firm American Transit was billed in exchange for kickbacks and or other compensation which were disguised as dividends or other cash distributions. You know, the interesting thing about business, you can only scheme for so long until you get caught, right? I mean, I don't understand why people don't respect that idea. just as much as you get up in the morning looking for a way to game the system, there's another person who wakes up in the morning looking to catch you gaming the system. So sooner or later, you will get caught. Now, of course, the attorney responded by saying this: his client denies each and every allegation and called the lawsuit a blanket, scattershot, meritless lawsuit by a near bankrupt insurance carrier. Okay. There is a photo of him and her. Okay. And the other response from his attorney was this: it is meant to intimidate and harass doctors from collecting for care given to American Transit insurers and their passengers. He said that Hostin has an impeccable record, adding, American Transit has rushed into the law.
And the camera's so dumb it doesn't find me all the time. This shit's annoying. All right, I went and got my food that he left at the front desk.
Now, think of this example. When a car accident happens in New York, okay, there's a rule called no fault law. Now, what does this mean? Well, this rule says clearly that an insurance company must pay up to $50,000 for anyone hurt, no matter who caused the crash. Think about that for a second. And the idea is to help people get money for medical bills quickly without having to be dragged through a lot of red tape, right? Now, here's the problem. Of course, there's going to be sneaky doctors and clinics who see the loophole for what it is and take advantage of this. And that in lies the lawsuit. And basically her husband's being accused of doing just that. All right, so now let's move to the next story, which is actually an update of the California wildfires. A Sky News reporter confronted the mayor of Los Angeles, Karen Bass, and let's just say it was a brutal experience. We didn't have this clip earlier today because no one knew where she was, but for some reason they were able to catch her mid-flight. And here is that clip for your enjoyment.
Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning?
Look how she
Do you
handled it.
regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor? Have you nothing to say today? Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today? Elon Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position? Madam Mayor, have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today who are dealing with this disaster?
Now, I don't know about you, but she looks like someone who is just lost, right? She literally froze. I mean, she didn't even have a message to the people who live in Los Angeles, just like, hey, you know what? We are doing everything we can to help you. I'm en route. We got strong people on the ground. There is a plan in place. Just nothing. I mean, she has zero to say because she has zero to offer as a mayor. Guys, I would have never voted for her in 1,000 years. It's fascinating LA made that type of decision, but hey, they have to live with it. And of course, Trump is on Capitol Hill meeting with senators. And right after the meeting, he spoke with the press and he spoke about California. Let's listen to that.
Given your criticism of Governor Gavin Newsom, are you willing to work with him? And do you believe that federal aid should be provided to California for as long as it takes?
Well, it's very sad because I've been trying to get Gavin Newsom to allow water to come. You'd have tremendous water up there. They send it out to the Pacific because they're trying to protect a tiny little fish, which is in other areas, by the way, called a smelt. And for the sake of a smelt, they have no water. They had no water in the fire hydrants today in Los Angeles. It was a terrible thing. And we're going to get that done. It's going to finally be done. I got it done from the federal side. And he didn't want to sign it, but it's not going to happen again like that. There's no reason. Can you imagine? You have farmers that don't have any water in California. They have plenty of water. They don't have a drought. They send it out to the Pacific, and it's crazy. So what's happening in California is a true tragedy. I know those areas very well. I have many friends living in those houses. That is a true tragedy. Nobody ever thought. I mean, virtually Beverly Hills and areas around Beverly Hills are being decimated. This is a true tragedy, and it's a mistake of the governor And you could say the administration. They don't have any water. They didn't have water in the fire hydrants. They don't have water.
Well, now that we heard what Trump had to say in person when he was asked a question about California, let's hear Gavin Newsom also answer some questions from Anderson Cooper. And let's just say he does what he always does, which is he lies so easily. But he's definitely triggered by the comments made by Trump. Check this out.
I hate to even ask this question, but the president-elect chose to attack you, blame you for this. One can't even respond to it. I mean, it's people are literally fleeing. People have lost their lives. Kids lost their schools. Families completely torn asunder. Churches burned down. This guy wanted to politicize it.
That's not politicizing.
I have a lot of thoughts, and I know
how is that political? You know what? Okay, let me stop him.
I stood next to a president of the United States.
Let me stop him. I'm over.
I was proud to be with Joe Biden.
Yeah, I bet you were proud to be with Joe Biden because you're weak and you're fake, just like him. See, this is the shit that annoys me. I watched this and I didn't really pay attention to that part. I think I was multitasking. I'm gonna get to this in a minute here. I shouldn't even be eating this, but what did it mean about Trump politicizing everything when he merely just be explaining how they could have handled the situation better? Trump just specified that if he would have just listened about the water and all of that, and about not wanting to save them little birds or whatever the hell they were that they were trying to save out there. The Democrats are really, they are, because it's like they put the most unimportant things first. That's the problem with them. Then they act like that when we try to get them realness and common sense, and it's politicized or it's real negative language. They say they keep saying your language. So the truth is language, negative language. I don't know what is happening in our world, y'all. I really don't. And this pizza is some of the best pizza I had in my life. I'll get to that in a minute.
At the backs of every single person in this community, didn't play politics, didn't try to divide any of us.
Finally, your message to the folks here, to this community.
I mean, we have their backs. We're going to be back, and this is going to be a long recovery process. But
now, I only have one reaction to this. When criticism comes up, it seems that the left calls it our way of politicizing a situation.
Yeah.
This isn't really politics. This is real life. This is consequences
exactly
Californians has voted for, and we voted for individuals who are clearly incompetent. They don't take fire management as serious as they should. Now, in the middle of me recording this video, a new fire has broke out in Hollywood Hills. Yes, you heard that correctly. Let's take a look at that video clip now.
Sure, on your right is a new fire. This is the Hollywood Hills. This is the location that we were given, 2350 North Solar Drive. That's between Nichols Canyon and Runyon Canyon in the Hollywood Hills. There are a number of homes surrounding that.
Very concerning site here in the Hollywood Hills. We're just west of Nichols Canyon, just north of Hollywood Boulevard, where a major fire has just sparked in the last 5 minutes. We were over the Pacific Palisades. We saw the glow coming from over the hill. And just in the last couple of minutes that it took us to get over here to Hollywood, this thing has exploded in size. You can see northerly winds coming through the canyon here, just west of Nichols, just east of Runyon Canyon. And you can see this is all very thick fuel that is fueling this brush fire. LA City Fire is aware of this fire. They have immediately called for the 20 closest trucks to respond out here. However, accessing this fire is going to require more of the trucks. They're going to have to get a quick reaction force over here as soon as possible, or more likely LA City Fire choppers over here as soon as possible, depending on what resources are available. But this thing is blowing up before our eyes. It is a very sizable fire that is spreading rapidly.
And the other point that I want to make here is that the feeble, weak president of the United States, still currently sleepy Joe Biden, showed up, also gave a press conference, struggled to answer questions, of course, but he was here, but the mayor was not. I mean, that is a bad look on her political career, but here she is finally giving a press conference.
I spoke with President Biden today and Governor Newsom earlier today, and they assured me of full federal and state support. As we head into tonight, we are still facing strong and erratic winds. In Palisades and in Sylmar, we are very much in an active firefight. I can report to you that the Woodley fire, however, in the Sepulveda Basin is under control. I can also report that finally air operations have resumed, and that is a big deal, but it is up to the winds as to how long the air support can continue.
Now, I don't know if she's really informed because, again, she sounds like the FBI agent right after that New Orleans terrorist attack.
Right.
Zero confidence.
She was so dumb.
Doesn't sound like she knows what she's talking about. She has to read from a paper line by line. She's not genuine. She's not speaking from the heart. It's all, talking points. And the one thing that stood out to me that I just can't get over is the fact that she said the words that, yeah, the fire is under control. Lady, all the fires are at zero containment. What are you talking about? So it just shows you how disconnected she is, and there's a reality on the ground, and there's obviously this political reality that we've been talking about here. Now, I have to play this other clip because I think it's worthy of hearing his take on this. Actor James Wood had some words about Gavin Newsom and the mayor. Check this out.
Laura, with all due respect, if it is true that things were handled this way, if it is true that Gavin Newsom is the absolute blithering idiot that I believe he is in the way he has handled fire management in this state again and again and again and again, this isn't a wake-up call. This is the kind of thing they have tribunals for, where they try people and say, you had an oath of office to perform certain duties. When you're the fire chief, this isn't a social justice exercise that you're in charge of. This is you getting water to areas that need water because there are fires in
Thank you,
100
James
mile an
Woods.
hour
That's a shame. He has to say that.
houses to the ground. I watched on a Ring camera a guy have to sit and watch his pet burn to death. Those things are issues of the heart when you watch a cherished little pet. Or, look, my home is a building. It was we worked 3 years putting the home together. We loved our little house, but it means nothing compared to the 5 people who lost their lives.
Now, we are going to see if LA or Gavin Newsom, anybody as far as the leadership is concerned, is truly held accountable. Again, when you're talking about preventing fires, there's only so much you can do because they happen naturally and they also happen due to human error. But when you let it get this out of hand and people are running out of water, they literally have no water, by the way. Okay, just think about that for a second. When that is taking place, that means you have failed to do your job. The buck stops with you. You got to go. That's just the bottom line. That's just how I see it. I think that's the only way to handle it because then people who come after the mayor or the governor, they will take fire management much more seriously. Now, there is somebody that's taking their job seriously. That is Trump's attorneys. They have filed an emergency request for the Supreme Court of the United States to delay the sentencing hearing that is scheduled for this Friday. Let's go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and share his video with you guys if you guys want to continue watching it. This video was just all to go over how stupid she was coming on TV and basically saying that she probably didn't see anything wrong, that she probably thought that it was illegal practice to go after healthcare firms in the event of them not paying for the uninsured. And you can't do that. That's illegal. That's fraud. At first, I didn't really get what she said wrong because I don't know a lot of different things about all types of laws and shit like that. But then as I listened to her, and I thought about it, I said, oh, yeah, that's completely fraud. Why would you tell people on TV that that's what your husband does? You basically confess that that's what he does. So now he has no case against him now because he has nothing to really support himself because even his own wife told on him on TV. So, but let me say this, y'all. Where I put them people's thing? These people, they the lick, y'all. They tell you about little Chi-Town's food. Hold on. See, I lost it that quick. Hold up. I just had to. I swear I do not feel good. I just keep feeling like I'm gonna get gas, so I gotta be careful. I wasn't even supposed to eat that pizza. That pizza was fucking amazing. It was fucking beautiful and amazing. It was thin crust, cut into little squares. Just how I expected it would be. That's how they do it in the Chi. The crust was fucking amazing. Okay, it had the little break off things, like little scrub. Oh, and the sauce and the cheese. I almost want to call them and say something. It was these people here, Moretti. I'll take out my background. I gotta get better software, y'all, so that don't happen. Hold up. Moretti's. These people. I think the one we had at the airport still was a little bit better. I don't even remember where the hell we got it from. Maybe it was a restaurant that was in the airport. But this is like basically almost the same. The original was, it's like their sauce was a little bit more intense at the airport hotel that we stayed at. It was like a resort. I don't even know if it was down. I think it was downtown, not the airport. I don't remember. This was like several years ago. But yeah, y'all. Just want to go over how dumb she was. And she is, why did it say they charged me all of that? I don't think I paid that much. I'll check. Anyway, I just wanted to tell y'all that. And yeah. Stop doing ugly, evil things, and ugly, evil things won't happen to you. That's real. But thank you so much, y'all, for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and click the notification bell before I make new content. I'm out. I'm about to try to take one of my gas X pills and pray I don't get it. And I think I put the heat on, but I think that might have been a mistake because this room gets extremely hot. I can't wait to check out of here. Like I could have it on 59 and it'd be like it'd be like I'm in hell or something. And the people upstairs just keep stomping. They keep stomping. I don't know how they stomp all throughout the day practically, all the way until like 12 to I think between 1 and 3 is when they start settling down. And it's a good thing. I'm the type of person where noise don't really bother me. I can sleep through the noise. But Lord, I can't wait to get out of this hotel. I do not like this. My experience, it's like the Pittsburgh one was the best one out of the 3 we was at lately. I think it was just because we were so happy being in Pittsburgh that, it didn't even, any little thing didn't bother us and shit like that. But Pittsburgh had roaches though. That one had a roach in it. And the one in Michigan kind of, here we go. Come on. Anyway, I think it's so goofy, that AI webcam. But anyway, the one in Michigan was cool, except for Lord, that dude next door was pimping that white girl hard. So, and then it was like a little bug. I think it was like a moth. He kept flying around. I was getting on my nerves because I had nothing to hit the ceiling to get him down. But yeah, y'all, if I think of anything else, there is other things I probably wanted to talk about political-wise. If I feel up to it, I'll make another video. But thank you so much for y'all watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Sunny's an idiot. I'm out, y'all.